going to show you how to put a Continental up around an oak tree we planted earlier this year. Normally for a 1.2 Continental we'd use a 1.5 metre stake, 32-32, or for a 1.5 metre Continental you'd use a 1.8 metre stake, because it must be within 150 millimetres of the top once you've knocked it in, otherwise the guard will flop over. Usually put the stake on the windward side, nice and soft here. We usually use a drive awl because it helps with the stake, so we don't break the stake so often. You take the guard out of the box, you put your arm up inside it, splay your fingers, and just remind it was born with another fold when it was made. You get a nice, reasonably square shape. You put it down over the tree. This tree was planted earlier this year, so it's a bit bushier than it might be. You might just want to make it a bit flatter at the bottom. You take your R34 staple gun, which is a square staple as opposed to an R36, which is a round staple, for stapling into bamboo canes. The stake is there to reinforce one of the folds. Just as you staple through one of the heavier vertical wires, you staple near the top, push it to the ground as you do. The stake reinforces one of the folds, usually 2 staples on a 1.2 or 3 staples on a 1.5 guard. The last thing you do is to flare the top. You don't turn the top over, you just flare the top, and that helps prevent the tree from being rubbed when it comes out the top. And there you have it. The top of the stakes within 150 mil of the top. If the stake was knocked in too deep, say down to here, and a high wind or some snow, you might find the top bending over and it might stay bent over. So that's why it's important to get the right size stake.